Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I got a riddle for you. What's bald and fat and 63 years old today? Yep, me. Happy birthday to me. That's it. We're done with that. See you guys next year. I think my camera's a little crooked. I just adjusted it before we start. Adjusted it. I think I threw too many EDs on the end there. We are going to take a quick trip through Rockport Beach and then probably follow the water along somewhere. It is sunny. It is hot. It's 89 degrees. It actually cooled off a whole degree. And the wind is 17 miles an hour with gusts up to 26 miles an hour. We're down here on Laurel Street. Let's go down here and then almost make a U-beat. There's market days going on. They got the big flag set up on a fire truck. It's going to be one of those days, kids. Words are hard. Well, there's cars coming. We're just going to cut them off today. I have to cross this double line, guys, or this solid line. Sorry. No one around me. Used our turn signals. Still illegal. I'm going to go turn myself in. The Aransas County Jail is right up the street. Aransas County Detention Center, I believe, is the official title. And it's air conditioned, so maybe that crime can put me away for 3 or 4 months during the hottest time of the year. So they did release the name of the gentleman that passed away here. There's no details. I don't want to say his name. It's someone, I was talking to my buddy Wayne, and Wayne actually let me know who it was. And it's someone that was always fishing here. Sometimes he'd be over in Little Bay. Sometimes he'd be right over here. Anywhere in the harbor, actually, fishing. I don't know exactly why he passed away, if he had a heart attack or if he fell in the water. I don't know. And here I am speculating. It kind of looks like the old Starsky and Hutch car. How do I not remember what happened yesterday? But somewhere in my mind, I brought up the Starsky and Hutch car. So you are turning. Good. We're going 11 miles an hour and the speed limit's 10. We're just a felony waiting to happen today. Sounds like they got some live music going. So why am I coming to the beach today? There's a police officer. I'm just going to turn myself in, guys. Is that Officer Burdette? I can't see who's in there. I don't think there's anyone in there right at the moment. I think it's time to turn ourselves in. It's just us. A lot of people leaving the beach all of a sudden. What do you call lonely cheese? You ready? What do you call lonely cheese? Provolone. You got their door open here at Rockport Beach. Who's our guy today? Hello, Robert.
I know you.
We're recording.
Okay.
Well, guys, my apologies. The camera overheated and I didn't even realize it. Probably just lost about 12 minutes of, seriously, girls in bikinis and even a shirtless guy. And yeah, that's frustrating. That's a little frustrating. I'll straighten out the camera again in a minute. So it looks like it's just so hot. The camera's going to keep shutting down. And that's okay. We'll do what we can with what we got. These guys are all set up. Couple tables are all set up. Everyone's in the shade. They got the kids melting. What happened to the kids? They melded. It's okay. So, one of the reasons I wanted to come to the beach today, other than hoping to see girls in bikinis, was to get rid of 2 bags of trash that I had at the apartment. And I thought we were recording, and I put them in this blue dumpster, this Matilda, if you will. So you missed all that excitement. I have a little reachy stick, and I open up the side door here and put my stuff in, and then close it back up. And the reason I just don't put it in a trash can is because then the guys that work here have to get the cans out and do all that stuff. And if it's just a little bit less work for them, I'm all for it. There's a puddle here, and there are some black skimmers and some ducks, different types of ducks. And I'm just looking for baby black skimmers. I see some baby, what do you call them? Laughing gulls. And I do see some baby black skimmers. The baby black skimmers are almost the same size as the adult skimmers, but their colors are just a little bit faded. They're really faded when they're first born, and then the color kind of fills in. You know what? Let's avoid a little. Beach is really crowded today, guys. It's almost like it's a weekend in the summer in Texas. To be honest, I did not want to leave the apartment today. I'm kind of getting into the habit of doing a small curbside order at H-E-B. H-E-B is our grocery store. It's a pretty major chain throughout Texas, and they do free curbside, no minimum. And I know a lot of stores have a minimum, but I just get a few things every day so I can carry it into the apartment. But for food right now at the apartment, I've got half a box of Cinnamon Light, no milk, and I got coffee, and I got creamer. So I had coffee and creamer for breakfast. That is not a complaint. That was actually very nice. And I got a curbside pickup at 5:30 today. Lots of people fishing. Wonder how they're doing. I don't see buckets of fish. I need to go fishing. In about 4 or 5 months, when Texas cools off a little bit. This is the saltwater pool. That is the saltwater pavilion. People playing volleyball. I guess they know there's 2 volleyball nets over on the other side there, but they're just having fun at the beach. Got someone pulling out. Hope they see us. Yeah, I just see, let me show you. There's a whole mess of people at the beach. Little kids, big kids, playing horseshoes. Pretty nice, right? Oh, I think it's Mom's turn. Let's see. Heads up, everybody. That wasn't a bad throw. That looked like it was just going to go everywhere. Let's see. What do we got, Mom? That only missed by about 14 feet. I don't think I'm safe parking here. I bet you that young lady does a lot of things really well, and so we're not going to bust on her horseshoes. And I'm absolutely positive that she could beat me at horseshoes. But like everyone else on YouTube, I'm an expert about things that I know nothing about. So weird to see that that's not rented out. That pavilion right there. This one on the left up here is rented out. I think I've spent 3 nights in the apartment that my buddy Pat is letting me use his apartment while he's out on the road, and it is super nice. My friends Sharon and Steve stopped by today, and I had a bath bench sent to their house, and Steve put it together for me, and Sharon came over to supervise and pick up things on the floor and help me bring stuff in from the car. So I really appreciate Sharon and Steve. Again, I told a very nice story that got clamped up on, but I was watching the Empty Nester podcast. Check that channel out. I believe their channel name is Empty Nester Life, and then they have a podcast. Part of the videos on that channel will be a podcast series, and it's really good. There are people that I met, Steve and Sharon, Lisa and Bailey, and the people from Empty Nester Life, Mark and Jackie. The way I grew up, if someone was being nice to you, they wanted something. There weren't just people doing nice things. And those 3 sets of people, and there are others, but are examples of people that I'm like, all right, what do these people want from me? Like, why are they being so nice? And they're all just, this sounds cliche, but like wonderful people. Mark and Jackie are good Christian people, and they travel, and their videos are fun. Steve and Sharon are really good Christian people, and both with a sense of humor, and they've done so much for me. There's a boatload of bikinis and shirtless young men, so I hope you're all happy now. Lisa and Bailey have done so much for me, just really nice people. I mean, I want to say that these are people that I think of as family, but I don't, because my family just screws everybody over. And that's not being harsh. Now, that's not every member of my family. That's just every immediate member of my family. I know you guys have heard me talk about my Nana, who basically anything good about me comes from my Nana. And my Nana is not a blood relative. My Nana is my grandfather, Pop George. It's his second wife. And my Pop George was a really good guy. And if you know anything bad about my Pop George, please don't tell me. I don't want to hear it. This is a man that would wake me up on Saturday mornings to come play Army Men on the floor while we watch cartoons. And I believe he was an engineer at Westinghouse. We had, he was a white shirt and tie guy going to work. It is funny. You see, like the old style of dress. People are in the Depression soup lines, and they're wearing suits. People just dress better then. But to wrap the whole story up, Mark and Jackie and Sharon and Steve and Lisa and Bailey have been people that have treated me very, very well. And I appreciate you guys, and thank you. There you go. There you go. Someone wanted me to tell stories about when I worked in the pharmacy. And there's started working in the pharmacy when I was 16. I worked the cash register, did stock, cold case, all that stuff. And after I'd been there a while, I think when I turned 18, filled in as a pharmacy tech, and then went to Apria Healthcare, became a driver. I'm going to pull over and let this car behind me go. Where I delivered medical equipment. The car behind me is having the same problem I have. The person in front of me is doing something nice. I don't trust them. But, oh, by the way, what do you call someone with no body and no nose? What do you call somebody with no body and no nose? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Thank you. Don't forget to tip your servers. I started delivering medical equipment, which is was an experience because I got to go to parts of Pennsylvania and Philadelphia that I had never been to before. I delivered to the poorest sections of Philadelphia. There's a army of girls in bikinis. Keep marching, ladies. Keep marching. Look at these little kids with water ices. You go ahead, buddy. You got the right of way. You got the right of way, pal. It's all you. It's all you, buddy. Nope. Backing down, huh? I don't blame you. I wouldn't trust my driving either. That kid has seen my videos before. But, yeah, probably stories I can't tell on YouTube, like delivering to people in the mafia, allegedly. There is no mafia. Hello, lady. Delivering to sick people when AIDS first came out. They had us delivering in hazmat suits. We had them in our truck. If I was going to go in and drop off, cannulas for oxygen, full hazmat suit, just to go to the front door. No one knew what was going on. At one point, when I was delivering liquid oxygen, I had a valve break. A valve that was just repaired, allegedly, broke. Sprayed my shield. When you fill up liquid oxygen, you basically go to the customer's house, you get the tank, you weigh it, you fill it up with liquid oxygen, you weigh it, and then the difference is what you bill. You turn in, 35 pounds, 50 pounds on your paperwork, and then the insurance company gets billed. Well, while I was filling the tank, the valve malfunctioned, sprayed me, got under my shield, cracked my shield, couldn't see for about 48 hours. Hello, people. Hello. And really had, when I went to the emergency room, they put these suction cups type of things under your eyelids and just turned on a saline wash, and it was just constant saline going over your eyes. There goes Robert. We had a good talk with Robert. But I am very glad I worked at Apria Healthcare. Later, I worked in the billing office, and I think when I left, I know when I left, I was the senior account representative for the infusion billing department. And I worked on commission, and it was really lucrative. And then they decided they were going to cut commission and gave me $1 an hour raise. So basically I sat at my desk for 2 years and only helped customers that I knew, and yeah, till I left. I was at the same desk at one point for 8 years, and I had 9 different supervisors in that time. And one of them was good. I'm going to say 2 of them were good. I'm going to say 3 of them were good. Okay, to be fair, 3 of them were really good. Big kudos to Eric, Elma, well, you know what, Marianne, and their boss at one time was Dot, and Dot was really good. And it was neat because those people were with the company for a very long time, and it was, you had a problem, you were like talking to someone who knew what was going on. You weren't talking to someone who pulled out a manual and had an answer for you, you know? So that was me, and we were, let me see, we were Rio's Medical Products, Apria Healthcare, Einstein Medical, man, we were so many different names. We were Home Edco. I think the company is still named Apria Healthcare right now. We're gonna go right here, guys. Lots of traffic on the weekend. But that was probably the realest job that I ever had, with, you know, a 401k and benefits and things like that. Working at the pharmacy was okay. I think when I left Apria, I was going to not work for a year or 2, and I got a call my first day off, and it was Carlos, the owner of the pharmacy, who I was friends with and owned the pharmacy. And I went back to work there for like 3 years, and then he switched over to it was a standard pharmacy, pretty big pharmacy, and he switched over to all supplements, and I just wasn't into it. I think supplements have their place, but when people are skipping traditional treatments and taking a supplement against their doctor's orders, then it just wasn't for me. And you could have your own opinion about that. That's my opinion. I wasn't comfortable, because it got to the point where I felt like we were like a used car salesman, you know? Well, if you're coming in for this, then you also need this and this, and you might as well have this with it, you know? And it just wasn't for me. What I did like, some of my favorite years when I worked at the pharmacy, when I was a manager, I mean, I'm talking about like I was 22, 23 years old, and I had kids working for me that were 15, 16, 17, 18. Also had some older people working for us part-time. But I always treated people like I wanted to be treated. And I was able to get some of my friends' jobs there. I was able to get some of my friends' kids' jobs there. And it's amazing how many of those people that I was in charge of, look at all the ducks, that I'm still in contact with today. So, and it's weird, like, when I came back as a manager that last time, like my first 5 days, I was hated, because the one girl who thought she should be the manager felt passed over, and so she was putting it in the ear of all the people I was going to be in charge of, like how I was going to get them fired and all that. So like the first hour there, I knew everyone hated me, and I was like, okay, cool. if I don't win you over in 3 days, then I got to replace you. But I always had a good time with the kids there, and I was in charge of their schedules. So, you know, if Joe had a baseball game Tuesday night, Joe got off. You know, things like that. And you knew who the good kids were that could do everything in the store. So you definitely wanted at least one of them working every shift, because we sold lottery tickets and all that stuff. So it was a good time. Bad days, just like any job you're going to have, but all in all, I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think where else I worked that had. So doing YouTube for the last 6+ years has been mostly a good experience. I get to make my own hours. You don't get to make your own pay. I would definitely pay myself more, especially the early years. But I've learned so much just doing YouTube, from making videos and traveling and putting, you know, an area like Rockport under a magnifying glass and trying to find little things going on. I've really enjoyed my little YouTube world and meeting a lot of people. But I mean, I'm living in an apartment right now because I met Pat through YouTube. So have we plugged Pat's channel yet today? I think I need to do that every video. Pat isn't just like one of my little friends with a channel. There's a whole lot of Pat's videos that have way more views than my highest viewed videos. Pat makes good videos. Pat Kane, Pat's Travels. Two of my favorites are longer videos, and I was just talking to Steve and Shannon this morning. One is about Custer's Last Stand, and what Pat does in a lot of his videos, and I think I like these the most, if there's a good representative there, a guide, a docet, whatever you want to call them, he lets them talk. They're the experts. He lets them talk, and he fills it in with original footage and graphics and things like that make it interesting. And there are some awesome guides out there, but the one at Custer's Last Stand, there's an older gentleman that worked in a mine, M-I-N-E, most of his life. Hey buddy, he's just so entertaining, and I'm the kind of guy, both these videos happen to be longer videos, like 40-50 minutes. When I see a video that's 40 minutes, like this one, I'm like, I don't have time to watch that. You know, what's going on? And Pat proves me wrong every time, because those are the videos that I've watched several times. If it came up in my feed today, I would watch either one of those videos right away. We're going to let the golf cart go. Go ahead, Mr. Golf Cart Guy. Okay. Did we get a wave thank you? Nope. Nope. Now we got to go run him over. Sorry, kids. Got to end the video. It's hard to wave thank you. Sometimes it's hard to be a woman. Okay, this one's a little weird. Where did the college-aged vampire like to shop? Where did the college-aged vampire like to shop? Forever 21. Forever 21. That is not bad. That is not bad. There's a lot going on with that jerk. We're just driving along Fulton Beach Road, guys. got a video coming tomorrow where I answer your questions. And it is absolutely gorgeous out. We're in beautiful Rockport, Texas. I forget who told me this because I'm old. I can remember the Starsky and Hutch car, but I can't remember who told me something this morning. Rockport, Texas is on the cover. Was it Texas Highways? I don't remember. Or Texas Monthly? I don't remember. And it's another one of those articles like the best small town to move to. So I think what we got to do is ban all future articles telling us to live in Rockport, Texas. We got to stop. We got to stop people from moving here, kids. And then I'm only going to make negative videos about the area. Hey guys, it's Sunday. It's my birthday. I got crap to do. I know you got crap to do. There's some more ridiculous. Thanks for riding along today. Phone's going to overheat. Thanks for watching.